It's no secret that our brains are the most powerful organ in our body. It's responsible for all of our thoughts, memories, and emotions. So it's no surprise that we should take care of it in every way possible. And while it's clear that bad habits can be hard to break, did you know that some of them can actually damage your brain? Here are 8 of the most egregious brain busters. If you want to keep your noggin in tip-top shape, it's time to start breaking these habits. Bad habit number 1. Not getting enough sleep. Did you know that insufficient sleep has been declared as a public health problem by the CDC? When you understand the impact that lack of sleep can have on our brains, it's no wonder. When we don't get enough sleep, our brains aren't able to function at their best. Our memory suffers, our decision-making becomes flawed, and we are more prone to making impulsive decisions. Not getting enough sleep is also linked to an increased risk of depression. To protect your brain against the effects of lack of sleep, you should establish a regular sleep schedule, and try your best to avoid anything that makes you stay up late, or wake up too early. Other good habits to adopt to get better sleep include exercising during the day, avoiding caffeine and heavy meals before bedtime, turning off devices before bed, and keeping your bedroom cool and dark. Some couples even sleep in separate beds or separate rooms to improve the quality and quantity of their sleep. There are many different sleeping tips that can help you get better rest. However, if you struggle with a chronic lack of sleep and nothing seems to work, you should contact a doctor, as this could be a sign of a condition such as insomnia or sleep apnea. Bad habit number 2. Becoming mentally idle. When we become mentally idle, we fail to use our brains as much as we should, leading to a decrease in cognitive functions. This can cause us to be less creative, less able to solve problems, and fail to process and retain information effectively. Being idle can also lead to depression and anxiety, as we feel less capable of doing the things we need or want to do. Additionally, when we become mentally idle, we don't exercise our brains and tend to rely on external sources instead of developing our own skills and abilities. This can result in feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and a lack of motivation. To avoid this damaging habit, we need to take responsibility for our learning and self-development. We can do this by setting goals and working towards them, rather than waiting for things to happen. You could set a daily learning goal, such as reading a book or researching a topic that interests you. Or you could set goals related to personal development, such as attending a workshop or networking event. It can even be something as simple as doing at least one crossword puzzle or Sudoku a day. Regardless of your goals, you need to make time to work towards them and stick to it. As the French philosopher Voltaire said, idleness is nothing less than voluntary servitude. So be assertive and refuse to let yourself become idle. Bad habit number 3. Keeping high stress levels. Keeping high stress levels is another habit that is bad for your brain. Stress is unfortunately something that can affect people of all ages, from pre-teens to senior citizens. When we experience prolonged periods of stress, our cortisol levels rise, which can lead to decreased brain function and impaired concentration. It has also been shown to shrink parts of the brain associated with memory, learning, and decision-making. In addition, long-term stress can lead to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. To reduce your risk of damaging your brain due to high stress levels, it's important to practice relaxation techniques, get plenty of sleep, exercise, and eat a healthy diet. Taking regular breaks from work or other stressful activities can also help. Lastly, if your stress levels become too high, seek professional help. By taking these steps, you can reduce your degree of stress and improve your overall mental and physical health. Bad habit number 4. Using drugs. This really goes without saying, but drugs are bad for your body and certainly your brain. Some drugs such as cocaine and methamphetamines increase the release of the brain chemical called dopamine, and this sudden flood of dopamine is what causes the euphoric high sensation. However, your brain quickly becomes depleted of its dopamine supply, which causes depression and craving for the drug so you can feel good again. It can also cause anhedonia, which is a condition where a person is unable to feel happiness or pleasure. And using certain drugs such as heroin and fentanyl can actually kill off brain cells. In addition, long-term use of such opioids or other painkillers can also cause slow or shallow breathing, which can result in brain damage due to an insufficient oxygen supply. It can also result in confusion and memory loss, which can sometimes persist even years after a person stops taking opioids. They're just a bad idea all around. Bad habit number 5. Overeating. While it's a fact that our brains need a steady supply of glucose or blood sugar to run at its optimum level, overeating can actually cause brain cells to die. This is via a process called brain atrophy, which can result in cognitive and memory decline. Overeating can also lead to a number of other mental and physical health issues. In the short term, it can cause stomach aches, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. In the long term, it can increase the risk of serious health problems such as obesity, heart disease, and even depression. Studies have also shown that eating too much can cause the brain to develop resistance to insulin, which can lead to diabetes. Additionally, eating too much can affect your sleep quality and make you more prone to anxiety and mood swings. If you want to protect your brain, it's important to develop healthy eating habits, such as eating only when you're really hungry and making an effort to eat a balanced diet. Bad habit number 6. Skipping meals irregularly. While overeating is bad for your brain, skipping meals is not a good idea either. Not only can skipping meals lead to fatigue and poor concentration, it can also have a long-term impact on your mental health. Skipping meals can cause low blood sugar levels, which can lead to irritability, memory problems, difficulty concentrating, and lack of motivation. Furthermore, when you don't properly nourish your brain with enough glucose, it can affect your ability to think clearly and make decisions. This is sometimes called a mental fog. Furthermore, skipping meals can cause your body to enter a starvation mode, where it will start to break down muscle and organ tissue in order to produce energy, resulting in a decrease in mental alertness. Eating regular meals helps to maintain healthy brain function, and ensures that essential nutrients are available to keep your body and mind functioning optimally. For this reason, it's important to stick to a regular meal schedule, and ensure that your brain and your body have the energy they need to perform at their best. Bad habit number 7. Excessive alcohol. Heavy drinking can lead to the development of an alcohol use disorder, which can cause long-term changes to the structure and function of the brain. These changes can affect memory, judgment, coordination, and decision-making skills, as well as increase the risk of developing depression, anxiety, and other mental health problems. Moreover, heavy drinking can also cause physical damage to the brain, as well as impair its ability to perform optimally. Its regular consumption can lead to a condition known as Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome or Wernicke's encephalopathy, which is characterized by physical and psychological changes, including confusion, disorientation, memory loss, and even permanent brain damage. Drinking in moderation is perfectly fine. According to the U.S. Department of Health, this means 2 standard drinks a day for men, and 1 standard drink a day for women. Just say no to excessive alcohol consumption, and your brain will thank you. Bad habit number 8. Listening to too much loud music. Prolonged exposure to extremely loud music can cause hearing damage, which can lead to decreased cognitive abilities, including memory loss and impaired concentration. Additionally, loud noises can lead to increased stress levels and anxiety, due to the increased startle response caused by the loud sound. This can lead to a decrease in concentration and focus, as well as an inability to think critically. Loud music has also been linked to increased levels of stress hormones, leading to increased anxiety, depression, and even physical pain. Furthermore, it can have a negative impact on the brain's ability to process information, as it can cause distraction and difficulty concentrating. Therefore, it's important to limit the amount of time spent listening to loud music by turning down the volume and taking regular quiet breaks throughout the day. Check out this video next.